Walking D380 Rick Grimes dies. By clicking accept, you agree to the storing of first and third-party cookies on your device to enhance site navigation, analyze site usage, and assist in our marketing efforts. This story contains massive spoilers for the latest issue of Robert Kirkman and Charlie Adlitz. When during Season 9's 5th episode in November, he started down the path toward a new life for Rick Grimes, one in which he will headline. The full details of, sadly, the original Rick Grimes, the one who hails from the comic book series on which Walking Dead takes its cues, first debuting in October 2003, was not so lucky. In creator and Rick's fate comes as a shock, even as it resolves the month-long cliffhanger. In the previous issue, Rick's death comes just 8 issues shy of The Walking Dead 200, a highly anticipated milestone for the series. Famously, with Rick dead, The Walking Dead comic book series list of surviving main characters recognizable to viewers of the television series continues to dwindle. Carl, Michonne, and Maggie remain 3 of the most famous faces still in the rotation. But Rick's and Lauren. As for Rick, while Lincoln will still play the character in an upcoming series of movies for television, The Walking Dead fandom now enters an era where Sheriff Grimes is no longer actively involved in either of the 2 main versions of the story. Indeed, follow for more coverage. America's Got Talent was fairly steady in its second week following a low season premiere, and it also pulled off the somewhat rare trick of building on its debut's total audience. The NBC summer flagship averaged 9.75 million viewers, up ever so slightly from 9.74 million in last week's Fast.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park, pot.